I'm Amber Klaus.
And I'm Jenna Luebbers.
Coming up on this edition of 489 News, first graders at Wilson Elementary celebrate 100 days.
And Hayes Middle School 7th graders participate in Citizenship Day activities.
These stories and more on this edition of 489 News.
This is 489 News, connecting the community to education.
489 News reporter Rachel Arthur travels to Wilson Elementary School to visit with first graders about their celebration of 100 days. Here's more on the story.
Hi, this is Rachel Arthur here at Wilson Elementary School, and today I'm going to be talking to students about what they're doing today on their 100th day of this elementary school. So what's your name?
Melissa.
And what did you guys do today?
We got to lick some suckers, and we had to count to 100 every time we licked them.
Did you get down to the end of the sucker?
No.
No. So what exactly are you celebrating today?
100th Day.
And if you could have 100 things of anything, what would you want?
Pets.
Pets, yes. Hey, we're at Wilson Elementary today, and we are talking about the 100th day of Wilson's Elementary School. And what's your name? And what are you guys doing today?
We were we have 100 pieces of different kind of snacks, and we put them in it's like this page, and we put snacks on top of it on each square.
Cool, that's awesome. So if you could have 100 things of anything, what would you want?
Money.
$100? Yeah.
So what we did, we gotta make a snack with bite-sized stuff. It was good.
It was really good? So what's the most fun thing that you guys did today?
The most fun thing, we gotta do Unifex cubes. We gotta build anything what we wanted to.
That's really fun. So if you could have 100 things of anything, what would you want?
100 stuffed animals.
Yes, 100 stuffed animals. Well, thank you for talking to me. So what do you like about today?
I like that we get to do fun projects, and it's the 100th day of school.
And if you could have 100 of things of anything, what would you want?
100 penguins.
100 that's cute. I would want 100 penguins too. And what exactly is the most fun thing that you've done today?
We got to go out here, and we got to chew gum, and then we blew bubbles, and then we had to write tallies of how many bubbles we did, and in my group, I got the biggest.
Nice, that's awesome. Well, thank you for talking to me.
7th graders at Hayes Middle School participated in their annual Citizenship Day activities. Hayes Middle School teacher, Mr. Alan Amrine, shared more about this event.
On February 13th this year, we came out went to 12th Street Auditorium, had a ceremony. We had speakers. We had Mrs. Fahm talk about her experience of being a boat person from Vietnam and immigrating to this country as a young girl, and the trials and travails that she went through. We had the VFW Honor Guard come in and presentation of colors, and then also doing the flag folding. We had several PowerPoint presentations by our students on different patriotic themes, and then we also had the presentation then of the diplomas and the swearing in of the new citizens, quote-unquote citizens, by two members of the Highway Patrol, Officer Summer and Officer Dots, whose sons are in the 7th grade this year, so that was really awesome. And then after that concluded, we came to the Hayes Rec and had a pizza and pop and cookies lunch, which everybody really enjoyed, and then spent the remainder of the school day, the afternoon, doing activities, playing basketball, playing volleyball, playing dodgeball, having teams and all that. So this is a day that's it's a great learning experience for the kids, and it's a great reward for them at the end of it for the things they get to do. So we look forward to this every year. We'll continue to do it in the future, and so we think this is a very worthwhile activity.
Hayes High DECA students visited O'Laughlin to teach the first graders a lesson on entrepreneurship and allowed them to create their own product. I spoke with some kids to hear what they thought about this DECA activity. As part of Hayes High DECA's entrepreneurship plan, Hayes High DECA students met with O'Laughlin first graders to teach them the meaning of entrepreneurship. We got the chance to talk with some of the first graders and hear what they learned.
My name is Patsy Thorell. I teach at O'Laughlin Elementary in Hayes, first grade, and Amber and Kristen came to my classroom to do their presentation on entrepreneurship. They did a neat project with our kiddos where they had to design something that they were going to sell. They had to make an advertisement, they had to purchase the product, they had to use money and get change back and make a design, and then present their product to the entire group of the high school kiddos who came out and to the elementary students as well. What was so neat about the project is it tied in so well with the DECA Group's project, but it also tied in so well with our first grade curriculum, meeting our goods and services objectives that we have to meet by the end of the school year. So it was a great project for all of us.
Elizabeth, can you tell me what product your group made?
Team sandwiches,
And how much did you sell those team sandwiches for?
$1.01.
And what kind of teams did you have, or did you make them for?
Royals, KU, and Fort Hayes.
Awesome. And where are you going to sell those team sandwiches at?
Sporting events in Walmart.
Very good. So Johanna, what project did your group come up with?
The green and blue house.
And where are you going to sell your green and blue house?
Vanderbilt's, Walmart, and Home Depot.
How much is that going to cost to buy your house?
$20,000.
Dominic, do you know anyone who owns their own business?
My dad.
And can you tell me what your dad does?
He works at Gillis.
What does he do at Gillis?
He makes food.
Awesome, thank you, bud. Molly, can you tell me what product your group came up with?
A restaurant.
And where's your restaurant going to be at?
In Paris.
What kind of food is going to be at your restaurant?
Well, like carrots and spaghetti and sushi.
Awesome, thank you. This project was a successful way to teach the first graders the importance of entrepreneurship and getting them to interact with the DECA students. This has been Amber Klaus reporting for 489 News.
Washington Elementary students recently celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Cassie Quimby and Reagan Arnold share more on this story.
With the help of Fort Hays State University, students here at Washington Elementary School were able to participate in activities to learn about Martin Luther King Jr., famous for his I Have a Dream speech, by making their own dream clouds.
We are very fortunate to have a great project here at Washington Elementary that worked with the Martin Luther King holiday. We had the Fort Hays class, the College of Education and Technology. They came to our school and read to the kids from books that they purchased through a grant that they received, and each classroom received book sets, and that was a great opportunity for our classrooms to be able to read more about Martin Luther King, and also our library also got a set, and so it was just a great project. They made these clouds. Each of the kids had an opportunity to hear about Martin Luther King, and then they were able to think, well, what would be my dream? And so they put on their cloud what they thought. They had a great time to talk about Martin Luther King. We saw a video about him, and then they were able to create their own dream cloud, and it was just a great opportunity. They had a great time. They loved working with the college students, and it was just a great project.
What does your cloud say?
My dream is to be a soccer player.
And what did you learn about Martin Luther King Jr.?
He was a good man and he stopped segregation.
What does your cloud say?
I wish I could work at Pizza Hut, or I like to cook food.
And what did you learn about Martin Luther King Jr.?
That he wanted people to be nice to the dark people.
What does your cloud say?
I dreamed that I was a teacher.
And what did you learn about Martin Luther King Jr.?
I don't know, but I like him.
What does your cloud say?
It says I want to be a medical doctor.
And what did you learn about Martin Luther King Jr.?
It doesn't matter what color you are, you're still the same.
What does your cloud say?
It says my dream is to be a firefighter.
What does your cloud say?
My dream is to be a nice kid.
And did you have fun making your cloud?
Yes, I did.
What does your cloud say?
My dream is to be a teacher.
And did you have fun making your cloud?
Yes, I did.
Altogether, students really enjoyed making their dream clouds and learning about Martin Luther King Jr. From 489 News, this has been Reagan Arnold.
Every year, the Hayes High leadership team gives the 8th graders from the middle school a preview of what they'll be part of the following year as freshmen. Reporters Anna Goodlett, Kara Brooks, and Brandon Wise share more on this important day.
We've been hosting an 8th grade visit for as long as I have been here, and that would be 15 years. It's an exciting day for them. When they get here to Hayes High, we have an opening session, and then we will do a very thorough tour. And when I say we, I mean leadership team. We'll take them on a very thorough tour so that they can see into some of our elective classrooms, see what we offer. We also will give them enrollment information, so they'll get a course guide that talks about all of our classes. They will get an enrollment form and also one to keep at home, and we explain that as well. We will talk briefly about long-term goals. Are they going to go to college? We want to make sure we're getting them in the right classes. Are they going to go to a two-year school? So we talk just briefly about that. We also try and connect their interests. They have done an interest inventory through the Kansas Career Pipeline. So we want to try and connect some of their interests with classes that we have here at Hayes High, because that's an important part of being in high school, is exploring those interests, and perhaps which will then lead to what you want to do when you get out of high school.
Alright, so what's your name?
Logan Harris. Callie Liker.
Wilson.
Hannah McGuire.
Taryn Burkhart. Hannah Black. Lane. Chase Browse.
So what'd you do today?
Tour the building. We learned about the high school and classes we can take.
What'd you learn?
Where classrooms are and what freshman year's about.
That there's a lot of new things to expect at the new high school. What classes I should take and what classes I shouldn't take.
Where different things are. and different classes and stuff you can take.
Stuff at Hayes High.
We learned all the different classes you can take next year.
I've learned a lot where the classrooms were and everything.
Are there any new classes that got you excited and you thought you might want to take?
I don't know what it's called, but there's like 3D printers, like that kind of stuff.
Industrial communications, I really want to take that one. Probably graphic and design, golf.
I'm here with Nathan, who was touring some of the 8th graders. So Nathan, what'd you do with them?
We just showed them a lot of the classrooms, possible teachers we'll have next year, and we just gave them a tour of the building.
Are you having fun with the kids?
I'm having a lot of fun. They've been a great group. We've learned a lot, and we are good friends now.
Friendships being made here at Hayes High.
Leadership team has hosted, I guess this is our 5th year hosting. Before that, our peer team helped, and when leadership team kind of took over from that, it's the same concept where we have about 57 upperclassmen this year, juniors and seniors, who will help the students not only with knowing and finding classes in the building, but also explaining those enrollment forms to them and what is due, and just a little bit about the classes as well. We really need the 8th graders to start thinking about what classes they want, because the master schedule will then be built. So how many sections of what elective classes do we need? How many sections of certain math, science, English, etc. So it all works for that ultimate goal of opening school next year. And our administration really does a good job of building a master schedule built on students, not just their needs and their wants. So they really take a look at, do kids want foods, do kids want the engineering, do kids want the foreign language, and they build that master schedule based upon the enrollment. And not all high schools will do that. It's taking the more difficult road because it takes more time to do that, but it also is the best way to do it because it's taking into account what students are asking for, and that's really important.
For the latest headlines from around the district, go to our website
and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at 489 News.
Thanks for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2015 Indian Call Ceremony. Before we meet tonight's royalty, let's give a big round of applause for the 2014 King and Queen, Brett Hurdle and Queen Alicia Abdullah. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lily Mescott. Lily is the daughter of Hannah Madison and Jody Peterman. Balzer. Jacob is the son of Lori Balzer. Jacob has been active in marching band, concert band, chamber singers, district choir, state choir, full court press, musical, spring play, cross country, leadership team, intramurals, National Honor Society. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sally Hevin. Emily is the daughter of Rich and Joyce Hevin. While at Hayes High, Emily had Student Council, Spirit Club, National Honor Society, 489 News Team, Leadership Team, and Chamber Singers. Emily's future plans include attending Colby Community College to obtain a major in pre-veterinary medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emily Peckham. Miss Riley Rowland. Riley is the daughter of Erica Summers. Riley has been active in National Honor Society, DECA, 489 News Team, Swimming, Leadership Team, and Cross Current. Riley's future plans are to attend Fort Hays State University to major in psychology and minor in Spanish with the intent of becoming a psychologist. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Riley Rowland. Mr. Cash House, Miss Maddie Schlafly. Maddie has been active in volleyball, cross country, basketball, track, Band, Student Council, National Honor Society, and Leadership Team. Maddie's future plans include attending Fort Hays State University to run track. While at Fort Hays, she plans to major in nursing or biology with the intent of pre-med. Ladies and gentlemen, Maddie Schlafly. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alex Winter. Alex is the daughter of William and Carmen Winter. Alex has been active in basketball, cheerleading, intramural, swimming, student council, and DECA. Alex's future plans are to attend Washington University and major in forensic anthropology. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alex Winter. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2015 Queen and King, Queen Maddie Schlafly and King Jake Farrell. Big round of applause again to all of the royalty this year.